What if I told you that the galaxy you're living in is actually a massive, living organism that's been eating its neighbors for billions of years? Tonight, we're unpacking 50 mind-blowing facts about the Milky Way. No music, no rush, just the raw, beautiful science of our home. It's time to switch off your brain and let the galaxy do the thinking for you. Fact 1. The galaxy is a zombie. The Great Comeback. So, here's a low-key creepy thought. Scientists are starting to realize our galaxy might actually be a zombie. Around 9 billion years ago, for some reason we still don't fully grasp, the Milky Way just stopped making stars. It was like a total galactic blackout for billions of years. No new life, no new suns, just cold, drifting gas. Then, out of nowhere, it woke up and started the hustle again. We're basically living in a massive, glittering comeback story. We aren't just in a galaxy, we're inside a cosmic survivor that literally cheated death. Think about that next time you look at the stars. You're seeing a ghost that decided to stay. Factors 2. We're chilling in a local bubble, the VIP lounge. Most people think space is just a mess of gas and dust everywhere, but we're actually living in a very specific, weird pocket called the local bubble. Picture this, a giant, hollowed-out void about 300 light-years wide. Millions of years ago, a bunch of nearby stars went supernova and literally blew all the clutters away, leaving us in this super clean, empty neighborhood. It's like the Milky Way gave us our own private VIP lounge where it's extra quiet and clear. While the rest of the galaxy is crowded with chaotic gas clouds, we're just drifting through this peaceful, hollowed-out sanctuary. It's the ultimate do not disturb mode for our solar system. Fact 3. The Milky Way is warped, the Pringle shape. If you search for Milky Ways on Google, you see this perfect, flat, beautiful spiral disk. Yeah, that's a total cap. In reality, our galaxy is bent and warped at the edges like a vinyl record that got left in a hot car too long, or like a giant Pringle floating in the dark. This happens because two of our smaller neighbor galaxies, the Magellanic Clouds, are constantly tugging on our edges with their gravity. It's like a cosmic tug-of-war that's stretching us out of shape. We aren't a perfect circle. We're a messy, twisted, beautiful masterpiece that's constantly being pulled in different directions. Perfection is overrated anyway, right? Fact 4. The invisible halo, the dark bodyguard. What you see in the night sky is only the tip of the iceberg. All those billions of stars and glowing gas clouds, that's only about 10% of what's actually there. The rest of the Milky Way is wrapped in this massive, invisible halo made of dark matter. It's basically the galaxy's silent bodyguard. We can't see it, we can't track it, and we definitely don't understand it. But without this invisible weight holding us together, the whole galaxy would just fly apart like a broken carousel. It's the ultimate low-key flex. The most powerful thing in our home is the one thing we can't even see. It's just there, keeping us safe in the shadows. Fact 5. We're hauling at warp speed, the Great Attractor. Right now, you probably feel like you're just sitting still, maybe scrolling or laying down. But in reality, you are moving fast. The entire Milky Way is currently hauling through the universe at about 1.3 million miles per hour. We aren't just drifting aimlessly, though. We're being pulled toward a mysterious, invisible spot in deep space called the Great Attractor. It's like a giant cosmic magnet with the mass of tens of thousands of galaxies. We can't even see what's there because our own galaxy's dust blocks the view, but we're headed there at breakneck speed with no brakes. It's a one-way trip to a destination we don't even know. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Fact 6. The galactic cannibal, the dark past. So, here's a wild thought to chew on. The Milky Way is basically a cosmic cannibal. It didn't get this big just by minding its own business. Over billions of years, our galaxy has literally swallowed up smaller dwarf galaxies that got too close. We're talking about a straight-up galactic takeover. Even right now, we're in the middle of snacking on the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy. When you look up, you're not just seeing one big family of stars, you're seeing the remains of fallen galaxies that our home turf assimilated to stay on top. It's a survival of the fittest game out there, and our galaxy is the undisputed champ. It's kind of dark, but hey, that's just how the universe rolls. Fact 7. The Fermi bubbles, the ghostly balloons. Imagine two giant, invisible balloons made of gamma rays and X-rays towering above and below the center of our galaxy. Each one is 25,000 light-years tall. That's basically half the size of the entire galaxy. Scientists call them Fermi bubbles. These things are absolutely massive, and for a long time we had zero clue they even existed because they're invisible to the naked eye. They're like ghostly leftovers from a massive explosion that happened at our galaxy's core millions of years ago. It's like the Milky Way let out a huge cosmic burps after eating too much, and the energy is still hanging around, just floating there, silent, glowing, and terrifyingly huge. Fact 8. There's a giant, Grease. Cloud, the space smog. You'd think space is all clean and sparkly, but the Milky Way is actually kind of greasy. There are these massive clouds of aliphatic carbon, which is basically a fancy word for space, grease or soot, drifting between the stars. There's enough of this oily gunk out there to fill trillions of vats of butter. If you were to fly a spaceship through it, your windshield would literally get covered in a layer of cosmic grime. It sounds gross, but this grease is actually filled with the building blocks of life. So yeah, we're basically living in a giant, oily, star-filled frying pan. It's weird, it's messy, but it's home. Fact 9. The empty. Space isn't empty. The gas mystery. We always hear that space is a vacuum, right? Like it's just total emptiness. But the Milky Way is actually holding on to a ton of hidden gas that we're only just discovering. It's called the warm-hot ionized medium. This stuff is so thin and spread out that for decades we couldn't even detect it. But it's there, acting like a giant, invisible atmosphere for the entire galaxy. It's hot, it's glowing, and it's massive. Most of the stuff that makes up our galaxy isn't even the stars you see. It's this ghostly, glowing gas that's just vibing in the dark, waiting for its moment to turn into a new star. The more we look, the less empty space actually feels. Fact 110. The galactic year, the ultimate calendar. Time is a weird concept when you're a galaxy. Our entire solar system, Earth, the Sun, everything is orbiting the center of the Milky Way. But the galaxy is so huge that it takes us about 230 million years just to make one single trip around. Scientists call this a galactic year. To put that in perspective, the last time Earth was in this exact same spot in the galaxy, dinosaurs were just starting to show up, and Pangaea was still a thing. Humans have only existed for a tiny, tiny fraction of a galactic second. We're basically just passengers on a slow-motion merry-go-round that's been spinning since the dawn of time. So, if you're feeling stressed about your schedule, just remember, the galaxy isn't in any rush. Neither should you be. Fact 1 Evan. the beast in the basement, Sagittarius. Right at the dead center of our galaxy, there's a monster living in the basement. It's called Sagittarius, Aish, and it's a supermassive black hole with the mass of 4 million suns packed into a tiny space. It's the ultimate gravity boss. Anything that gets too close, stars, gas, light, gets snatched up and never comes back. But here's the wild part. Even though it's a literal beast, it's actually the thing that keeps the whole galaxy organized. It's like the anchor of a massive spinning ship. Without that heavy hitter in the middle, we'd all be drifting aimlessly through the void. It's scary, sure, but it's the reason we have a home. Fact 12. The missing stars, the galactic gap. Ever wonder why the center of the galaxy is so crowded? It should be packed with old stars, but scientists have noticed something weird. There's a missing generation of stars near the core. It's like a cosmic mystery novel. For some reason, about 4 to 8 billion years ago, star production in the heart of the Milky Way just ghosted us. We see the really old stars and the brand new ones, but the middle ones are nowhere to be found. It's like the galaxy took a multi-billion-year nap and forgot to keep the lights on. We're still trying to figure out where they went or if they ever existed at all. Space has secrets, man. Factor 13. We're living in a stellar graveyard. Every time you look up, you're looking at a cemetery. The Milky Way is filled with the ghosts of dead stars, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. In fact, there are millions of these dark, invisible remnants drifting between the bright stars we actually see. Some of these neutron stars are so dense that a single teaspoon of their material would weigh 1 billion tons. They're just floating there in the dark, spinning at insane speeds, totally silent. We're literally cruising through a graveyard of ancient suns that died long before our Earth was even a speck of dust. It's a bit eerie, but it's also kind of beautiful. Facts 14. The Milky Way's smell. This sounds like a total joke, but space actually has a scent. Astronauts and scientists who study the chemical clouds in the center of the Milky Way have found huge amounts of ethyl formate. That's the exact same chemical that gives raspberries their flavor and rum its smell. So, if you could take a giant whiff of the heart of our galaxy, it wouldn't smell like cold air. It would smell like a fruity, boozy dessert. Imagine that, a giant, spinning, raspberry-scented galaxy. It's probably the most main character's thing about our home. We aren't just in a galaxy, we're in a gourmet one. Fact 115. The loneliness of the Milky Way. Even though we're part of a local groups of galaxies, the Milky Way is actually kind of an introvert. We live in a region of the universe called the KBC void. It's a massive area that's way less crowded than the rest of the universe. It's like we're living in a quiet, secluded house in the middle of a giant forest, far away from the noisy city centers of the cosmos. Most other galaxies are packed together in tight clusters, but we've got all this extra breathing room. It's why our night sky looks so dark and peaceful. We're in the ultimate chill spot, far away from the cosmic drama, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Fact 116. The Goldilocks Galaxy. Just right. So, here's the thing. We aren't just living in any random galaxy. The Milky Way is actually a Goldilocks galaxy. If it were too small, it wouldn't have enough heavy elements like iron and gold to build planets like Earth. If it were too big and crowded, the radiation from too many stars would literally fry any life before it even started. We're in that just right sweet spot. It's like the universe hand-picked this specific corner of the cosmos to be a sanctuary. We're the lucky ones chilling in the most stable, quiet neighborhood in the entire sky. It's a literal 1 in a billion setup, and we're right in the middle of it. Fact 17. The missing aliens. The Fermi paradox. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Where is everyone? The Milky Way has at least 100 billion planets. Even if only a tiny fraction of them were like Earth, there should be thousands of alien civilizations out there. This is what scientists call the Fermi paradox. We're basically living in a massive, glittering city, but it feels like we're the only ones home. Are they hiding? Did we miss the party? Or are we just the first ones to show up? It's a lonely thought, but also kind of peaceful. We've got the whole place to ourselves, at least for now. Fact T18. The ghost. Signals fast radio bursts. Every now and then, the Milky Way picks up these weird, intense pings from deep space called fast radio bursts. They last for just a fraction of a second, but pack as much energy as the sun puts out in a whole year. Some of them come from right inside our own galaxy. We still don't officially know what causes them. Maybe it's collapsing stars, or maybe it's something way more intentional. It's like the galaxy is whispering in its sleep, and we're just barely catching the echoes. Every time we hear one, it's a reminder that there's a whole lot of noise out there that we still can't translate. Fact 119. The Big Crunch, our future collision. Mark your calendars, because in about 4 billion years, the Milky Way is going to have a major oops moment. We're currently on a crash course with our neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. We're moving toward each other at 250,000 miles per hour. But here's the kicker, because space is so empty, the stars themselves probably won't even hit each other. Instead, the two galaxies will just dance. They'll swirl around, stretch out, and eventually merge into one giant supergalaxy called Milky. It's the ultimate cosmic glow-up. We won't be around to see it, but our home is destined for a massive transformation. Fact 20. The Great Repelling. The Final Goodbye. While we're busy worrying about hitting Andromeda, there's something else happening on the other side. The Milky Way is actually being pushed away from a massive empty region called the Dipole Repeller. It's like a giant invisible hand is shoving us through the universe. On one side, we're being pulled by the Great Attractor, and on the other, we're being pushed by this mysterious void. We're literally being squeezed through the cosmos like a tube of toothpaste. It's a wild, high-stakes game of cosmic billiards, and we're just the ball being knocked around. Factor 21. The Ancient Immigrants. Old stars. Check this out. Not every star in the Milky Way was born here. Some of the oldest stars in our galaxy are actually immigrants from other, smaller galaxies that the Milky Way swallowed up billions of years ago. We're talking about stars that are almost as old as the Big Bang itself. They don't follow the usual circular path around the center. They move in weird, loopy orbits like they're still trying to find their way home. It's like our galaxy is a giant melting pot of different cosmic cultures. You might be looking at a star tonight that started its journey in a completely different part of the universe. That's some deep-cut history right there. Fact 22. The Magnetic Highway, the Invisible Force. We always talk about gravity, but the Milky Way is also wrapped in a massive, invisible magnetic field. It's not just there for show either. It acts like a giant highway system for cosmic rays. These magnetic lines of force twist and turn through the spiral arms, guiding charged particles across thousands of light years. If we could see these magnetic fields with our eyes, the night sky would look like it's covered in glowing neon spiderwebs. It's the galaxy's hidden infrastructure, keeping everything in check while staying totally low-key. It's the ultimate silent operator. Factor 23, the star-making factory is slowing down. So, here's a bit of a reality check. The Milky Way is past its prime. Back in the day, like 10 billion years ago, our galaxy was a straight-up star-making machine, cranking out suns left and right. But nowadays, we're only making about 1 or 2 new stars a year. It's like the galaxy has entered its retirement phase. We're still beautiful, sure, but the chaotic energy of our youth is fading. Most of the gas that could make new stars has already been used up or blown away. We're living in a mature, settled galaxy that's mostly just vibing with the stars it already has. It's the cosmic equivalent of a quiet Sunday afternoon. Factor 24. The dark. Satellite galaxies. You probably know about the Moon, but did you know the Milky Way has its own moons? We have dozens of small satellite galaxies orbiting us, but some of them are dark. That means they have almost no stars. They're just massive clumps of dark matter and gas that haven't quite turned on yet. They're like ghostly shadows following us through the void. We only know they're there because their gravity tugs on our edges. Imagine a whole galaxy sitting right next to us, but it's completely invisible. It's like having a neighbor you can't see, but you can hear them moving around in the attic. Super eerie. Fact 25. The perfect spiral. A rare flex. Not all galaxies are created equal. Most galaxies in the universe are messy elliptical blobs or weird irregular shapes. But the Milky Way? We've got those perfect, elegant spiral arms. This specific shape is actually pretty rare and requires a very delicate balance of gravity and rotation to stay stable. If anything had gone slightly wrong in our history, we'd just be a random cloud of dust. But instead, we're a masterpiece of cosmic geometry. It's like we're living in the luxury model of galaxies. We've got the curves, we've got the glow, and we've got the perfect setup for life to thrive. It's a flex, honestly. Factor 26. The cosmic dust. Curtains. Think of space as totally clear. Nah, the Milky Way is basically hiding behind a massive curtain of dust. There are these huge, dark clouds of interstellar dust that block our view of the galaxy's center. If it wasn't for this dust, the night sky would look way brighter, and we'd be able to see the galactic core with our bare eyes. It's like the galaxy is wearing a veil. It adds this layer of mystery. We know something massive is back there, but we have to use infrared telescopes to peek through the curtains. It's like trying to see into a room through a heavy velvet drape. You see the glow, but the details remain a secret. Fact 27. The hypervelocity, rogue stars. Sometimes, a star just gets fed up with the galaxy's vibe and decides to leave. These are called hypervelocity stars. They get launched out of the galaxy at millions of miles per hour, often after getting too close to the supermassive black hole at the center. They're literally kicked out of the Milky Way, flying through the empty void of intergalactic space at insane speeds, never to return. Imagine being a star and just deciding to quit your neighborhood to wander the infinite darkness alone. That's some serious lone wolf energy right there. Fact 28. The heartbeat of the galaxy. The Milky Way actually has a rhythm. Scientists have found that our galaxy has periodic pulses of star formation. It's almost like a slow, deep heartbeat that beats every few 100 million years. During these pulses, the galaxy wakes up, forms a ton of new stars, and then settles back down into a quiet hum. It's a rhythmic, cyclical existence. It reminds you that even the largest structure we call home isn't just a static object. It's a living, breathing entity that moves to its own massive, multi-million-year tempo. Fact 29. The halo of old globular clusters. Floating around the outside of the Milky Way are these ancient glowing balls called globular clusters. They're like giant, dense city-states of stars. Each one can hold millions of stars packed tight. These things are incredibly old, some dating back almost to the very beginning of the universe. They're like the galaxy's original residents who moved out to the suburbs long ago. They stay in a perfect glowing sphere around the galaxy, watching over us from the fringes. They're some of the oldest, most stable things in our cosmic neighborhood, and they've seen it all. Fact 30. The hidden rivers of gas. We think of galaxies as just stars and planets, but the Milky Way is actually connected by these invisible rivers of hot gas. They flow between the spiral arms like currents in the ocean. These rivers are vital because they transport fuel from the outer parts of the galaxy into the center, feeding the star-making process. It's like the galaxy has its own internal plumbing. It's a constant, flowing system of energy that keeps the whole thing alive. We're just the tiny observers floating on the surface of these massive, glowing currents. Factor 31. The warps are getting bigger. Remember how I mentioned the Milky Way is warped like a Pringle? Well, it turns out that warp isn't just sitting there, it's actually rotating. The bends in our galactic disk moves around the center of the galaxy over time. It's like the galaxy is doing a slow-motion, graceful wave as it spins through space. We're part of a dynamic, moving system that is constantly shifting its shape. Nothing is really fixed in space. It's all in a constant, fluid state of change, just like the tides on Earth. Fact 32. The dark energy. Tug. While gravity is trying to hold the Milky Way together, dark energy is doing the exact opposite. It's this mysterious, repulsive force that's making the entire universe expand faster and faster. Even though our galaxy is held together by its own gravity, dark energy is constantly trying to pull us away from our neighbors. It's the ultimate, invisible tension. We're essentially in a cosmic tug-of-war, and while we're winning the local battle, the universe is slowly trying to tear everything apart at the seams. It's the background noise of existence, this constant struggle between holding on and letting go. Fact 33. The solar system's lucky placement. We're located in the Orion arm of the Milky Way, which is basically the suburbs of the galaxy. This is a massive blessing in disguise. If we were closer to the center, the radiation would be way too intense for life, and it would be way too crowded with stars bumping into each other. If we were too far out, there wouldn't be enough heavy elements to build planets. We're in the absolute best spot. Not too hot, not too crowded, just right. It's like the solar system hit the cosmic lottery by just existing in this specific patch of space. Factor 34. The galactic winds. There are these incredible galactic winds blowing through the Milky Way. These are streams of charged particles and high-speed gas being ejected from the center of the galaxy. They blow outwards at speeds of millions of miles per hour, clearing out old gas and stirring up the material needed to create new stars. It's like the galaxy has its own internal ventilation system, keeping things moving and recycling the stuff that makes the universe work. It's a constant, invisible flow that ensures our home stays alive and vibrant. Fact 35. The infinite darkness between the stars. When you look at the Milky Way, you see the light, but the most massive part of our home is actually the darkness. The space between the stars is so vast that if the Sun were the size of a grain of sand, the next nearest star would be miles away. We're talking about an incredible amount of empty, quiet space. It's this immense, silent void that really puts things into perspective. It's so big and so empty that it makes you feel like you're part of something truly infinite. Just let that silence sink in for a bit. Factor 36, the galactic halo's hidden temperature. You'd think the space between galaxies would be freezing, but the Milky Way's halo is surprisingly hot. It's filled with gas that's millions of degrees, so hot it actually glows in X-rays. It's like we're wearing a giant, invisible, scorching hot coat of armor that stretches out hundreds of thousands of light years. It's keeping the galaxy's structure stable despite the cold, dark vacuum outside. It's the galaxy's way of keeping its energy levels up, even when it looks completely still from our perspective. Fact 37. The galactic bar, our galaxy's spine. If you look at the Milky Way, it's not just a spiral, it's actually a barred spiral. Right through the middle, there's a thick, straight line of stars, like a giant glowing spine. This bar helps funnel gas into the center to keep the black hole fed and the star-making process moving. It's the structural backbone of our home. Without this bar, the galaxy wouldn't look half as elegant, and it wouldn't have the gravitational stability it needs to spin the way it does. It's the ultimate geometric flex of our galaxy. Factor 38. The migration of stars. Stars don't just stay in their neighborhoods within the Milky Way, they actually migrate. Over billions of years, stars can drift from the inner parts of the galaxy out to the edges, and vice versa. It's like a slow-motion, stellar road trip that takes eons. This radial migration means that the Sun, and even our own solar system, might have been born in a completely different part of the galaxy and slowly drifted to where we are now. We're cosmic travelers, drifting through the spiral arms on a journey that never really stops. Fact 39. The ghost of the Magellanic Clouds. We've got these two loyal companions called the Magellanic Clouds, and they're basically trailing behind the Milky Way. They're being pulled into our orbit, and they're leaving a long, glowing trail of gas behind them like a streamer in the wind. This trail is called the Magellanic Stream, and it stretches for 500,000 light years. It's like watching a cosmic tug of war where the Milky Way is the clear winner, slowly consuming its neighbors and absorbing their material into its own system. It's a bit aggressive, but it's how the biggest, baddest galaxy in the neighborhood grows. Fact 840. The quiet zones of the halo. While the center of the galaxy is all chaotic, the outer edges, or the halo, are remarkably quiet. There's almost nothing out there except for those ancient globular clusters and a few rogue stars. It's the ultimate empty space. If you were sitting on a planet in the outer reaches of the Milky Way, the sky would be almost pitch black, with only a few faint stars scattered in the distance. It's the perfect place for someone who really wants to get away from the cosmic noise. It's peaceful, it's dark, and it's completely, utterly silent. And with that, our journey through the Milky Way comes to an end. It's vast, it's mysterious, and it's right here above you. There's no need to wonder about the cosmos anymore tonight. Just let it all go. The galaxy is holding you. The stars are watching over you, and it's time to drift off into your own quiet universe.